If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... Alright, I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
I made a promise I didn't intend to keep. The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. Just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier, until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. Ah! With a loud cry, I charged towards the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all of your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword and with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it.
System down. System down. Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
Because that's not gonna wake up the entire team. The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency. Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down.
Does that include the spaceship? I have this very sneaky suspicion that the spaceship is also included. The lights went out. I quickly ran through the darkened school campus. I handed the body over to Kamian, who had been waiting in the storeroom. Akemi, you did as I asked. I'm so sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. Truly sorry. Never mind that, just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. I ran up the stairs of the school towards the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now. Wake up! The escape pod is ready. I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up. Huh? What happened? Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now. Everybody wake up! I ferried my confused friends toward the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape pod.
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without Vashness's cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute?
Yep.
Who in the world could sub for Vashness?
Hey, wait. What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone.
Don't mind that.
The school's completely defenseless right now.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room? If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby.
What makes you say that?
And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off. Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
Takumi! You didn't!
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. I closed my eyes and kept silent. fearful that they would turn on me, however. Tsubasa and Yugamu each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard, tightly, without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
That makes us accomplices. You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
To your seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G? Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone!
We quickly found our seats and buckled up. Takumi's going on the ship! At around the same time,
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
the announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were finally returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were gonna come true.
I want to make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others. Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
I intend to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for me.
It felt like so long.
Yes, but everything is over now. Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
It's finally time! Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
To outer space we go!
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's over, Takumi.
Yeah. It feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
Psst, what? That's new.
Huh?
The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening? What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Because he broke his promise. Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible!
It's one of those, they mentioned it in this timeline. It was like one of those promises, right? With the bees?
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
But you broke your promise.
Exactly! For it to be insufficient is inconceivable. Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
The energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? I should have gotten off the pod. The moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone could be saved then. Everyone except me, but... I just couldn't give up on my dream. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi on the artificial satellite, happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could all attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. Couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do? We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
No.
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive! What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening! Calm down, brother dearest!
No, I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. 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 Get off the stupid pod, Takumi. But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ima, Hako, Darumi, Yugamu, Commune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. She's here! The announcement alerting us that time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Veshness must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Veshness and her troops. And lost. Oh gosh, there's still more. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined. Veshness must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. Oh, that's true. She did have an additional 6 days in the last time. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Veshness and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this. We were so close to our miraculous victory, but it wasn't meant to be. Our greatest weapon, the Revive-O-Matic, broke down from overuse. Oof. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another, and in the end, though we barely managed to defeat Veshness, we took each and every one of us down with her. She took each and every one of us down with her. Oof.